Hey y'all, Michele here. Welcome back to Choosing to Shine. I am documenting my journey of getting out of extreme debt using a cash stuffing and zero-based budget, and I'm hoping to be an inspiration to others in the same financial situation as me. So this is going to be a really quick end of the week check-in. I had to run out earlier and pick up my new glasses from Costco. Got some gas and got a few groceries. So, also my daughter and I went and picked up some takeout, which I had a free coupon for, like a rewards thing. But she didn't have her wallet, so I ended up paying for it in cash, but she doesn't use cash, so she sent me Venmo. So I gotta figure out how to do all that, and I think the best way I've come up with, since I was already tracking my transactions for I use every dollar. I was doing this in a journal, not on a piece of paper. So anyway, I made myself a tracker. So I can check off if I entered it in every dollar, if I entered it in, if it was a business expense and I entered it in that because all my income comes from business. And then, so I added one for my cash envelopes. And I think that's going to kind of help me. The problem I had last month was like I would spend money on gas, but I didn't take it out of my envelope. So when I went to restuff, I had charged that on my Costco card. So I think this is going to help. So I just kind of wanted to go through the process on camera. So this is fresh and we'll see how it goes. Before I do that, I think I'll do my envelope first. So I'm still using my little free envelopes I made. I did actually sit down and watercolor. We had a hurricane come through a couple days ago. I did sit down and actually watercolor and made myself a watercolor wash that I will be cutting up and using. I'm so excited because these are getting a little tethered from not being laminated. But they've worked out really good. I've used these for like a month and a half now. How's all my change in it? Costco receipt. And I also found out that I had a bunch of Hilton rewards from a credit card that I have, and I found out that you can use that on Amazon. So I linked my account to Amazon and I was able to get a laminator, a corner punch, and some matte laminating sheets. So I'm just waiting for all that to come in on Monday, and then I can make my envelopes. So excited. All right, so where is my, oh, there it is, Costco receipt. All right, so also I picked my daughter up some stuff at Costco, so I'm just gonna have to figure out how that's gonna work with her not using cash and the money coming out of my envelopes. I'm not sure yet, but I think it'll be easier if I just write it off as I spent the money and then add it in, because she also pays me rent, so that'll come in my income and she'll pay it all together. So I may just include it in income. It just might be easier to do that way. So I went to Costco and spent $66.46, and I am rounding up in my envelopes because I put all my change in my little jar. I had $3.47. I spent $67. That leaves me $2.80. Not sure why I am going to my local fruit stand. They have produce boxes for really cheap. I'm getting a big box of fruits and veggies for $15 that my daughter and I will split. She doesn't live in the house with me. She actually lives in a tiny home on the property. So, but sometimes we eat together a few times a week. So then I guess I just need to figure out all of these charges and make sure these are getting entered into the Every Dollar app as well. Maybe I'll just do it at the end of the month. I'm not sure. All right, I'm gonna stick that back in there. So last month I was not carrying my little sheet with me, and I've been running into a lot of e-receipt situations, so I just started carrying it with me. So actually my binder is empty right now. This receipt I will save for Fetch and Receipt Hog. And then I'll put this back in my little pouch, which I'm using as a wallet right now. Dining out. So I did this yesterday because I actually did it at the store because it was e-receipt. So, and my poke bowl only ended up costing me $3.50 because I gave the girl a tip. Plus I purchased an extra protein. So that was pretty good. I only gave myself $50 for the whole month because, woof, it's tight this month. So, yeah, I've only got 28 bucks left because we went out for coffee on the first day. All right, so what I'm going to do here, although I can see this is going to be an issue because some of these accounts don't have change. So, like, I went and picked up my glasses. Is this the right one? I don't think this, oh yeah, medical. So, and I am making payments on my glasses as well, which that payment, there'll be a couple payments. Maybe I should do it at the end of the month. I'll go ahead and write it down though. So I'm making payments through Klarna, which is a 0%. And I think the payment's every 2 weeks. So that's $11.62. I'm going to round it up to 12. Minus 12 leaves 88. But I'll just leave the 100 in there. Right? Maybe if I kind of check this off, then that'll remind me to go back and remove the money and then put this money back in the bank. That should work, right? And then I don't think there's another medical. Nope. All right, so I'm gonna put this back. Let's see if that works. And then I already did the poke bowl. Business expense. I pay for Google Workspace. which is basically, if you don't know, it's a way to have your email be your, so instead of like, one of my companies is Bijou Events for wedding coordinating and planning. Instead of it saying Bijou Events at Gmail, it says like Lori at Bijou Events, if that makes sense. So it's $6 a month. So if any of you guys have a business and you don't know about that, check that out. All right, and I'll do the same thing here as well. So I'll put, actually it was Google times 2 because I have 2 accounts. So that was $12. So I had 400 minus 12, which is 388. I'll check that one off. And then I think there was another. Oh, that must have been last month. I was finishing up last month. I confused myself. All right, so put this back in here. Oh, you know what I'm going to need to know, though? Where that money goes back. So, like, Google, that came out of my city card. So, yeah, y'all could tell I didn't prep for this, right? I'm figuring out with you guys. I'm gonna get this figured out. So while I'm trying to find this, oh, maybe I didn't do it. I thought I had made an envelope with all my debt. Maybe I decided not to do that. Maybe it's in here. Oh yeah, here it is. All right. All right, so I made an envelope with each credit card. So I think what I'll do is write on the credit card, and then I'm making minimum payments, but if I have extra, then I'll pay extra. So this was on 9/1. Google was $12. We'll see if that works. I'm not sure. So I got some really bad news. And I just kind of beside myself. I actually spent 3 days in bed. One was depressed, and the other 2 was from a migraine from being depressed and stressed. My ex, who's supposed to be paying me alimony because I said I would take all this debt, he lost his job. So I was counting on $27.50 this month. Actually, I was counting on more than that because he already owed me $1,300, and he said he would get caught up this month because it was an extra check. So it was just very heartbreaking because I'm in such a mess, and wedding season's just starting, but I only have 2 weddings in September, so I just have to figure out what I'm going to do and possibly what I'm not going to be able to pay because I don't know yet. Like, I have the money in the bank for this month, but next month will be, I guess, the issue. So, let's see here. We'll see if that works. And then I did a storage clean out for one of the companies I work for. I got a little bit of money yesterday. And then this is for household. I actually sent some things back to Temu. So I sent back $37 and $13 basically. I'm just waiting for them to, actually it was more than that, but I didn't write it down on here because I did it in 3 separate orders. I sent back a lot of stuff. And I also took back some extra batteries I never opened from Costco. I took those back today. Oh, I should write that down. Costco, that's what that money was for. That I said I didn't know what the extra money was for. It was $14 for the batteries. So this is cash. Batteries. So maybe instead of virtual transactions, maybe this should be all transactions. Let me think about that. Yeah, that might be easier than... Let's see, this was groceries, cash, and I spent $66.46. So I did update my cash envelope for that one. It was not a business expense. That was not a business expense. So I gotta go back to groceries and put that back in. And then I purchased gas while I was there. Not a business expense. And that was $48.91. That was on my Costco card. Wait, did I already? Oh wait, I already added that in right here. Well, now I'm confusing myself. I'm sorry, I'm kind of low. I'm just, you know, stressed, and I really don't want to go out and get a job because, you know, wedding season's starting up, and like it's, you know, I'll be working 10 to 12 hours a day on the weekends. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have a different car. I used to do some Uber Eats deliveries, but this car's so big and it takes so much gas. I don't know if I want to do that in this car. All right, so I will save that for my receipt things. And then let's see. Gas. Wait, this is the wrong one. Gas is in here. Okay, so gas. Like I said, the money's in there. I don't think I'll need more than that in gas this month, but we'll just total it out at the end. So we'll do gas was $48.91. Actually, I'll just round that up to $49. That leaves me $51. And then I'll check that off. The cash envelope was updated. And I did some virtual Reiki for someone, so I got a little bit of income for that. And then I need to go back to the grocery one, because I did buy those batteries a few months ago with my grocery budget. So we will add in a return of $14. So I had 280. I'll add 14. My new glasses are awesome though, y'all. I did not realize how much I could not see. They actually made me dizzy in the store. I couldn't wear them until I got home. I was in more of a confined space. All right, so I gotta put that in every dollar. And then groceries, I already put that in. All right, so I think this will help me be a little more organized because like I said, last month I felt like the things I was putting on my credit card, I just didn't really pull the money back out for that, which is not good. So yeah, I think we're good there. And let's see. Yeah, I don't need to update anything on here yet. If you guys have any tips or tricks for me, I'm always open. Oh, I think this was supposed to be for household. Looks like I missed one. 34.41. As usual, this is a work in progress, so I am open to any kind of suggestions or tips. 34.41. That was spent on Temu, but like I said, I just sent them back 3 boxes of returns. Well, actually, one of the they actually told me to keep it. A few things that were bigger, so one of the things was broken, so I guess I'll just throw it away. And then, oops, some of the other stuff I'll just take, I guess, Salvation Army. Okay, so that leaves me, oh, I forgot to round it up. Let's do 35. That leaves me with 165. All right, then I can check that one off. All right, so I used to do this every week. Like I said, in I'm a bullet journaler. So I would just draw my own lines like in my journal, and anytime I got an email or, you know, a text notification that there was some kind of charge, which I actually used to charge everything, so I could always look back through my emails or texts and sometimes the apps, you know, like Venmo or something like that. So I'm just trying to get like into a groove with stuffing some of the expenses, but then making sure that it gets back to the bank. Because if I just keep charging some of this stuff and paying minimum payments, then I'm never gonna get out of that. So that's it for this week. And as a reminder, I am hosting a virtual Dave Ramsey's Peace University. I'm coordinating a class on Zoom. If you'd like to join, the link will be in the description. So I'm looking forward to that. Right now it's just a couple of us, 3 to be exact. So yeah, it'll be really small. Come and get to know me. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week. And I'll keep you guys updated. Love to all.